Om Shanti Satish Bhai, we can start the movie.
Om Shanti. Today, Baba was explaining us about the time, that how fast the time is going on and what kind of effort we need to do. And in the chit, it is a Murli, it looks like a chit chat that what Baba wants from us. And he was explaining many, giving us lot, a lot of examples that how we must be fast and take the jump in the in our effort in our Brahmin life. So the Murli date is 25th January 1970. The Avyakt stage is the main subject. Heading of the Murli is memorization method. Methods to become living memorial. The Avyakt stage is the main subject. You have to pass in the subject of remaining avyakt while performing actions in the corporeal form, in the corporeal world. So when we are staying in the corporeal world, how we must do our actions. You have to keep the line of your intellect clear. When the way is clear, you can run quickly and reach your destination. When there is any obstruction in the line of effort, and with the method of making the line clear and removing that obstruction, you are able to reach the avyakt stage. So Baba has here explained us that how we can reach to our avyakt stage. What he told that it must be, the way must be clear. That means the intellect must be clear. Then we can reach to our avyakt stage. When you come to Madhuban, each of you must give one or other special virtue. This is a memorial. So the people in the Laukik, when they go for any pilgrimage, they, in the Sakar Murli, Baba many times explained that they leave some things there, that I don't want to eat this, I don't want to eat that, and they make it as a memorial for their life. But here Baba telling that that is a memorial of non-living memorials. To remind them of your virtues is a living memorial, which they remember constantly. Whenever you go anywhere, always have the aim that your memorial should remain there for all time. If you have failed, yourself with special love here and then go, love will melt even stone into water. See, Baba is telling that when you come to Madhuban, what we need to do. If you have filled yourself with special love here in Madhuban and then go, love will melt even stone into water. So take with you this gift of spiritual love through which you can attain victory over anything. So while listening the Murli, you feel that you are listening in Madhuban. So Baba is explaining if you come to Madhuban, the place of love. So now take the gift of spiritual love through which you can attain victory over anything. If we are not getting victory or we are seeing for the victory. So Baba here explained that how we will get the victory. Do you think there is a lot of time or the little time? Now Baba is asking, do you think there is a lot of time or a little time? So you now have to try to reach 100% in little time that remains. You have to use all the courage you have. What we do when we are having very little time, we will do a lot of effort to reach to our destination. You have to pay so much attention that even 1 second not wasted. Because now we are having very little time. So what we need to do? You have to pay so much attention that even 1 second is not wasted. How great is even 1 second of the confluence age? You have to use both the time and your thoughts in the worthwhile way. See, according to time, what we need to do? You have to use both your time and your thoughts in the worthwhile way. The task which cannot be accomplished by the big ones can be accomplished by the little ones. Every time we think, we are very small, we can't go hard, what we can do. But Baba will give us the courage that the task which cannot be accomplished by the big ones can be accomplished by the little ones. Now, the task is still remaining. Up until now, it's fine that you have just been running, but now you will only be able to reach your aim if you take a jump. See, what Baba is telling that in our effort, now we are running, but according to time, but now you will only be able to reach your aim if you take a jump. So we need to take a jump if we want to reach our aim. To transfer many things. See what kind of jump we need to take. To transfer many things in 1 second means to take a jump. Do you have this much courage? Baba is asking us. Do you have this much courage? Whatever you have heard, you definitely have to bring that about in your practical life. Because what we are hearing here, the spiritual knowledge, everything we need to bring in our lives. You have to become like the one who have love for. See how deep the words are. You have to become like the one who have love for. So to assimilate all the virtues of the Bab Dada into the self is a responsibility of love. If you are loving anybody, so they are also do and what we do, that we will be assimilating according to them. So Baba is telling that You have to assimilate into yourself the greatness of the Father. This is love. So there should not be weakness in even one speciality, one specially. When you have when you have assimilated into yourself all the virtues, you will then become the deities who are complete. That means we must be equal to become as Father, that is Shiv Baba, because we love him very much. If we love him very much, so what is the symbol? That we must become equal to Baba. And what will happen when we become equal to Baba? All the virtues will come in us and we will become the deities. Keep the aim of become complete with all virtues. By keeping the virtues of the Father in front of yourself, check to what extent you have achieved it. See, this is also homework. We need to churn it. By keeping the virtues of the Father in front of yourself, check to what extent you have achieved that. It shouldn't be less by any percentage. In the virtues, it must not be any less in percentage also. There should be the complete percentage. Only then will you be able to become into the close relationship there. How much virtues we bring in ourselves, indulge in ourselves, that much we are close in the relationship there in Satya. Now, you must see only the spirit. See, one more homework, what we need to do throughout the day today. Now you must see only the spirit. What did you receive by seeing the body? Throughout the day, if you see the body, what will happen? You only experienced sorrow. The whole kalpa also, when we saw the body of others, of self, what we felt? We experienced sorrow. Now, if the spirit sees the spirit, see how much it's deep. First of all, we must feel as a spirit, and then we need to see the spirit. Now, if the spirit sees the spirit, it will receive comfort. If you're feeling discomfort, then what you try to do? Be a spirit and see the spirit. You are brave, courageous ones, aren't you? What is a sign of brave and courageous ones? They, they do not find it difficult to overcome anything. They do not take a lot of time either. The time is not used in removing the obstacles, etc. of their self, but in service. Such a soul is called brave and courageous one. Person, see, Baba is explaining who is brave and courageous. The time is not used in removing obstacles, etc. of themselves, but in service. Such a soul is called a brave and courageous one. You should use your time for service and not for removing your obstacles. Time has now moved ahead a great deal. According to this calculation, all of those things are the things of childhood. What we are doing nowadays is the things of childhood. Small children are very sensitive, whereas elder children are the courageous ones. So there should not be any childness in your effort. You should be courageous, no matter what the circumstances are or what the atmosphere is like. Not to be weak is called being a brave, courageous one. That means we must not be become weak in any circumstances. So that's will called as a brave and courageous. When someone has a physical weakness, see Baba is giving the example. When someone has a physical weakness in the body, he is affected by the weather or the atmosphere, etc. Those who are healthy are not affected. So only those are sensitive or affected by the atmosphere. If we are very sensitive, so we are affected by the atmosphere. And now Baba is asking a question. The atmosphere, not the creator. It is only the creation. Is the creator greater or the creation is greater? Somebody answered the creator. So why is the creator being dependent on the creation? So now remember, your day of becoming the brave, courageous ones. Do not forget this awareness. Go from here having become such portrait, a portrait in which people see the Father. That is nothing but Son shows Father. You have to reveal to yourself the portrait of perfection. If you have courage, you will definitely receive the help. In everyone's life, you have experienced this. That when we keep the courage, we will get the help from Baba. Himmate bache, madate baap. And there is one more slogan also. Ek kadam aapka, hajar kadam Bhagwan ka. So in the same way, Baba is telling, if you have courage, you will definitely receive the help. Do you now think that having come here, you have developed speed in whatever you were slacking? You must not be slack in your effort. In order to claim the full right, you have to make the complete sacrifice. See now how we will reach to our aim. Baba is telling different way. In order to claim the full right, you have to make the complete sacrifice. How can there be complete success in a sacrificial fire that is created? Only when an offering is sacrificed into it, if there is something lacking in the offering, the sacrificial fire will not be successful. That means we will not be lack with anything, with any offering that is sacrificial. The sacrificial fire will not be successful. Here also, each of you have to check whether you have put the offerings into the fire. So check yourself for a second. Whether you have put the offerings into the fire. If the offerings is lacking even slightly, the sacrificial fire will not be completely successful. There is an accurate calculation of receiving how much has you give. Sometimes we will chat, we will talk with Baba that we are not getting this, we are not getting that. So Baba is explaining, there is accurate calculation of receiving as much as you give. That means how much we will give, that much we will get. So we can check in this way also, that how much have given the offerings in the sacrificial fire. Dharmaraj is also there keeping the account. He cannot miss out any accounts. This is why whatever you give as an offering, give it completely and receive the return in full. If you do not give something fully, you will not be able to receive anything fully. That means what we are offering sacrificial fire, how much percentage. So that much we will getting it back. You can only receive as much as you give. If you know through what you can attain success, that we came to know that how we will get the success, that how much we will sacrifice, how we must be offering in sacrificial fire, that much we will get. We know and you can attain the success, and you do not even then use that in a worthwhile way, what will happen? Here, there will there will be a weakness remaining. So always pay attention that nothing is still behind, still left behind. There should not be anything remaining in your thoughts, words, and actions. That means the worldly things, the worldly sanskars must not be lack in us. There should not be any remaining in your thoughts, words, and actions. At the time when it is the last day for any task, you check in all four directions to see if anything still remains. See if you are doing any work or if you're decorating the room or anything we are doing. At the last day, what we do, we will see in all the four the directions, nothing is left over. So in the same way, it is now the time for completion. If there is a weakness remaining, that will continue. Then the sacrifice will not be accepted. See how deep it is. If there is a weakness remaining, that will continue with us. Then the sacrifice will not be accepted. It will not then be called the complete offering. So if there is no complete offering, then we will not get complete success also. Therefore, you have to pay this much attention. The time of having weakness has now passed. I'm having this weakness, I'm having that weakness. No. Now the time has been passed. The time is now going very fast. See, this is, Baba told this in 1970. Now really we are seeing this at present time. The time is now going very fast. If the time goes very fast and you remain slow, what will happen? Will you be able to reach the destination? Then instead of reaching the destination of the golden age, you will reach in the silver age. See, if you don't go the fast according to the time, then where we will reach? We will reach in the silver age. Just as the time is going fast, you have to make yourself run just as fast in the physical way. Baba is giving an example. In a physical way, when you have to catch a train, you have to check the time. Otherwise, you will be left behind. See how Baba is explaining about the train, the practical way. In the same way, it happens with us also in the spiritual way. If we don't go fast according to our time, then where we will reach? We will reach into silver age, not in the golden age. The time for going very slowly has now passed. The days of running have even passed. That means in our effort, how we must be, the days of running have even passed. Now these are the days for taking a jump. When you feel a weakness in anything, to transfer that in 1 second means to take a jump. See, what is a jump in? Taking a jump means what it is mean. Baba is explaining in our effort. When you feel a weakness in anything, If you are feeling a weakness in anything, to transfer that in 1 second means to take a jump. It may seem very hard to take a jump, but it is very easy. You just need faith and courage. Because already we are weak. To take a jump, we feel it's very high. But Baba is giving the solution for that also. Baba is telling, if it looks very high, but it is very easy. But when it is easy, you just need faith and courage. Those who had faith attained victory a kalp ago also. What faith and what courage we must have. That who had faith attained victory a kalp ago also. That is, we are Vijay Ratan. Kalap Kalap Ka Vijay Ratan. That has already taken place even now. It should be this form. You have to protect yourself. You have to check your mind, words, and actions at every second. See, throughout the day, we need to check this one. You have to check your mind, words, and actions at every second. It isn't difficult for Bab Dada to see such souls. There is no need to take the physical support of anything in order to see the children. Baba can see them from anywhere. Throughout the day experiences that today Baba is seeing me throughout the day. He can see me from anywhere. The new ones have greater enthusiasm than the old ones for definitely doing something. There are some such fast, intense students. The new ones can perform wonders because they are able to see the time very clearly. You have cooperation from the time and also the circumstances. Even the circumstances are now showing you what your effort should be. According to circumstances also, we can go fast in our effort. And circumstances, see, nowadays we are feeling that, how the world is there. So with the circumstances also, we can do our effort fast. Once the exams have begun, you will not be able to make any effort. See, Baba is making us attention, giving us attention that once the exams have been started, then you can't do any effort. Then the final paper will begin. You have reached here before the final paper. Now we are all reached here before the final paper. Consider it to be your great fortune that you have reached here in good time and that you have been allowed to take the paper. Once an exam has begun, the doors are closed. Those who come in the beginning had to be inspired to have disinterest. But nowadays, the circumstances themselves inspire you to have disinterest from the old world. It will not take long time for your land to be prepared. You will just sow a strong seed of faith, of knowledge, and the fruit will be ready. See how deep it is. You will just sow a strong seed of the faith of knowledge, and the fruit will be ready. This is such a seed that it can bear fruit very quickly. Although the seed is very powerful, it is your task to sustain and look after it. Baba is the almighty authority. At the children do not even the power to stop their thoughts. See, Baba is asking us, you are the children of Almighty Authority. So can you even stop your stop your thoughts? You need to check yourself. So the next Murli, the remaining part will be reading by tomorrow. So now sit for 2 minutes and reflect yourself that what takeaway points from today's Murli. Om Shanti. You can start sharing the Murli. What are the points you want to take away from today's Murli?
Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba, and thank you, Divine Family. And my takeaway point is the complete all the virtues, and there should not be any weaknesses. Should not that should be all surrender. So that I like very much. So complete, yani ki you miss complete that not even in your thoughts, words, and all your actions, and complete checking is to be done.
Yes.
So that's a point I got. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. With that, we can check ourselves that how much love we are having with Baba. Because how much love we are having, we can indulge that one virtues in us. That shows a love towards the Father.
Yes.
Om Shanti. In today's Murli, Baba has given importance for time. So Baba says not to waste time. Even 1 second is very important. And he has also mentioned about that now it's time to take a jump. You're not supposed to walk slowly. And also you have to reveal Baba's virtues and values to others. And it's time to take an action.
Yes.
Baba has also mentioned about the paper. This is the final paper. So once you, whatever you do, you think that this is your final paper and you have to attempt it.
Yeah.
Om Shanti.
For that, Sakar Baba used to explain that next Diwali will not come. So do such a fast effort that the next Diwali is not going to come.
True.
So yeah. And that's why Baba told that you have to use your both time and the thoughts in the worthwhile way, because time is less. So we must use our thoughts in our worthwhile way.
Om Shanti, Paisa and Divine Family. My takeaway point today will be I will pay careful attention to time. I will not waste anymore, not even 1 second. And I will pay careful attention to waste thought. And also thoughts, words, action. There must be um, uniformity in all three, and thoughts must be pure, positive, and powerful. So I will pay careful attention to these two things: not wasting time, not wasting thought, and creating powerful, pure, positive thoughts, words, and action.
Very good.
Thank you, Ji.
Very good. That's nice. Come on, anybody else?
Om Shanti Brother.
Om
My
Shanti.
takeaway point is the value of time. Baba mentioned we must not waste single second in waste thought. This is the final alarm for our Brahmin family. So
Yeah.
if we wasted 1 second means it is equal to 1 year, it seems Baba said.
Yeah.
Om Shanti Brother.
For that, Baba has given an example that in the Laukik, when the examination hall, when we sit in the examination hall, they, yeah, when the exams have been started, they will close all the doors. So now we came before the exam starts. So now we are having some time to do effort. When the exam starts, you can't do any effort.
Yes, brother.
Yes.
Om Shanti, brother. Om Shanti, am I heard?
Yeah, yeah. I can hear you, Girjala.
Actually, I always used to think the difference between transformation and change. Transformation is something, a fundamental change. Like so many things Baba wants you to change. So in this Murli, Baba has given a list of all that, and in each he has even compiled them with what you need. For first he says, Mere jaise bano.
Yeah.
That is, all my virtues should be there. So I have to check, is my Baba like that? Because
Yes.
that's how Brahma Baba used to do. And I would just like to share with you an example over here. I don't know how many of you know Nagarjun brother. Nagarjun brother in his short time used to just compare himself to see with Brahma Baba. How the Brahma Baba gets up at 2 o'clock, even he got up at 2 o'clock. Like there were many things like Brahma Baba. He used to emulate it and he used to bring it in his life.
Yes.
Because first he said, I would like to become like the first instrument. And then, of course, we all know that he left his body. So I've always used to think, how can you emulate a thing? But yeah, Baba Singh, you have to. If you love somebody, if you like him, you have to become Baba Singh. That's the first point Baba is saying. And the second one Baba is saying, this word which Baba is saying about brave and courageous, I remember the Hindi Murli, the word was very beautiful. It was shurveer. Because for me, brave and the courage, there's a brave person who just जाके attack करता है. A brave person, even if he sees a tiger, no, oh Baba, tiger है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं.
Yeah.
Just
He
goes
doesn't
and
have
attack.
any weaknesses.
ना, लेकिन courage जो है ना, वो सोच के जाता है. एक conscious thinking रहता है. Scared है, लेकिन वो conscious thinking, अच्छा वो tiger है, उसको हम ऐसा नहीं करना है. So here I often used to think like, how do I, when Baba mentions in the Chur we, what is brave and what is courageous. So here, the second lesson which Baba is giving, first is virtues, second is he speaks about obstacles. And the third one which he says, we just heard it in Sunday Murli, Baba said, दो चीज याद रखना है, creator and creation. that Murli.
Yeah.
So here Baba emphasizes upon creator greater hai, kya creation greater hai. And Baba explains who is the creator and who is the creation, like I am the first creation and all. So Baba goes to the first lesson over there. That is the third point. And the
Yes.
fourth point of that complete sacrifice, I remember, agar koi cheez mein khandit hai, like even when they offer a goat or anything or something, if there is if its leg is broken or if something is there, no, that is never offered for sacrifice.
If it's crack
So,
also.
yeah, so kandit hai to nahi. So Baba is saying now when you're, because that fire has to light. Imagine if I'm putting the mustard seed or anything, usme kuch adulteration hai. What will happen? You'll see suddenly from that fire, zzz, something comes up. They say, what is this? Why is the fire? So usme kuch khandit hai. So that
Yes.
also Baba says in the offering, all your weaknesses before offering, are you ready? Are you ready to put everything? So what I mean by offering, मैं सोच रही हूँ कि मैंने बाबा को सब कुछ दे दिया, लेकिन उस weakness के साथ, if I give,
Yes.
it will not reach. तो मेरे अंदर एक भी weakness नहीं रहना चाहिए. Then only the offering is. Then of course Baba speaks, which we all know, time, and then take a high jump. So I was
Yes.
just listening, turning and listening. Okay, today is transformation. So many things he has given for homework. We know Bab Saman and also this is how I have just turned the Murli. Om Shanti.
Very nicely explained. And I was remembering one more thing when you were explaining this, that even Brahma Baba used to check himself, send the dadis to the Vatan to see that what is the difference in me and in that Brahma Baba who is fulfilled in such Sukshma Vatan. In the same, he used to check everything, that how I am looking and how that Brahma Baba is fulfilled Brahma Baba. And
Yeah,
here also in Madhuban,
yeah.
that we will check that any circumstances come. Baba is told in many Murlis that if Brahma Baba is there at this present stage, what decision he used to take, what he used to think, what he used to do. In place of me, if Brahma Baba is standing, so what he used to do. So if we check in this way also, we can control our thoughts, we can change our things very easily.
Yeah, I remember the conversation between Brahma Baba and Dadi Gulzar. When
Yes,
Dadi Gulzar comes and says, Baba, मैंने आपको वहां देखा है.
Yeah.
Baba was shocked because he has never seen a Sampurna form.
Yes.
So it needed Dadi Gulzar to come and tell him. So yeah, you're right. I remember how that conversation, how does that Brahma look? How is he? It was such a beautiful conversation. I don't remember the Murli, but that was a nice conversation between Dadi Gulzar and Brahma Baba.
Yeah. And not only Dadi Gulzar, Baba sent so many sandeshis after every 1 month or 15 days after his effort. He used to say, go and check, see me and check him. What is the difference? So he used to get to that stage. In the same way, we can also check that if Brahma Baba is there in present at this situation, what he used to think. The same situation comes in front of Brahma Baba, then what he do, like that.
Now, Om Shanti, brother.
Yeah.
Please see the chat box. One question is there. Please clarify it.
Yeah, how is it possible to bring the big transformation in less time? Of course, I love Baba, but to become like him, I need extra time. If time is less, I am feeling overwhelmed. Please help me. Baba said, do not focus on removing our obstacles. First, just involve into service. First, those who will get removed automatically, how will it will happen? This is a very simple thing that Baba is explained in the Murli. The solution also he told that the solution is himmate bache madate bab. Get the courage that I want to become. Then he help you. He give the way. No need to think that how I will reach. The time is very less now. And you can take easily the jump. Because for the jumping also Baba given this solution only. That be courageous and you will be getting the helpful. If anybody want to explain, they can also explain on this point.
Yeah, brother. For this, I take an example. Suppose somebody is just told, you have cancer and you're going to die within 10 days. You know the kind of change which happens in the behavior of that person. Everything he changes, he gives away his thing, he calls people, he becomes too good because he's going to die in 10 days and then he's not going to do. So I have heard these things of these people who are going to die soon. So whenever I know time is less, and that example which Baba is saying, train ja raha hai, or you
Yes.
can say the exam. See, for you, if you're a student, I've seen
Yes.
people running from water. Even very recently, there was heavy flood. How people crossed water in the campus because they didn't want the door to be closed. So I take this situation that as if something is happening, that if I don't reach, the light will go off. So that kind of, I can't say fear, a spurt in me
Make
you
you.
have to do. Secondly, वो कौन है, कहाँ reach करना है, क्या is it फायदा, क्या exam लिखना है? So the love. So if I have love for that person, खुद हमारे अंदर आप जो बोल रहे शूरवीर बन जाएंगे. I think it's a very long process. I know it's very difficult for anyone to do, but I try to do at least temporarily to go run about to take that high jump. This is how I try.
And in Murli, Baba has given one more solution also for this question. Baba told, according to the situations, according to the time, you will get that benefit, because the time is like that now the time is to take the jump. So the time will help you to take a jump, you to overcome all the situations. Just we need to give the attention, that's all. That I need to reach my destination. So you leave everything, whatever it is, because you are focused in your destination. So all will become very easily. Everything will become easily.
Om Shanti. Adding to this, I feel that when you have love for Father truly, 100%, and when you're determined to do anything, everything is possible in this world. So
Yeah.
when you're determined, you can take a leap of jump.
Yes. Anybody is going to explain something? Or can we do the meditation and
I think if everybody done with the churning, we can move towards meditation, Satishbhai.
Amiben, you can play one song and we can finish it up.
Yeah, sure.
प्रभु पास आकर किरण में नहाकर उनसा बने यादों में हम समा कर स्नेह से कल्प तरु का सिंचन करे आए अनुभव करे आत्मदर्शन करे अपने पांचों स्वरूपों का चिंतन करें धरे रूप उतरे जो संपूर्ण पावन अपनी वो दुनिया स्वर्गिक सुहावन धरे रूप उतरे जो संपूर्ण पावन अपनी वो दुनिया स्वर्गिक सुहावन अपने धरती गगन मंद पावन पवन नाथ त्रिभुवन के हम देते थे सुख सघन आदि रूप आँखों में अभिनंदन करे आए अनुभव करे आत्मदर्शन करे अपने पांचों स्वरूपों का चिंतन करें देखें द्वापर में मंदिर में पूजा हुई देखें द्वापर में मंदिर में पूजा हुई पूज हम ही तो है वो न दूजा कोई वो कतारों में करबद्ध करते नमन वो कतारों में करबद्ध करते नमन करते पूर्ण कामना भक्त वत्सल नयन कितनी श्रद्धा से वो भक्ति पूजन करे आए अनुभव करे आत्मदर्शन करे अपने पांचों स्वरूपों का चिंतन करें चलते चलते काल चक्र जो पूरा हुआ चलते चलते काल चक्र जो पूरा हुआ संगम में अपनों से संगम हुआ भाग्य द्वारे खुले हमको भगवन मिले भाग्य द्वारे खुले हमको भगवन मिले लग के प्रभु के गले भाग्य लिखने लगे ब्रह्मवंशी ब्राह्मण ज्ञान गुंजन करे आए अनुभव करे आत्मदर्शन करे अपने पांचों स्वरूपों का चिंतन करें कर तपस्या विदेही फरिश्ता हुए कर तपस्या विदेही फरिश्ता हुए शक्ति भरते सकाश सेवा करते हुए करके पावन प्रकृति विश्व बदलेंगे हम करके पावन प्रकृति विश्व बदलेंगे हम आप सा बाबा बन तन से निकलेंगे हम धुन है आपके कथन पे खुद को अर्पण करें आए अनुभव करें आत्मदर्शन करें अपने पांचों स्वरूपों का चिंतन करें अपने पांचों स्वरूपों का चिंतन करें आए अनुभव
Om Shanti. Happy Diwali to all of you.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Satish Bhai. It was wonderful, Murli. Thank you,
Thank
Divine
you.
Family, and see you
Thank
tomorrow
you.
at 5 a.m.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, sister.
Thank you. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you.